A few weeks ago I noticed someone enter my house on the recently installed doorbell cam, but never saw them leave. The next day the footage was deleted. So after going into detective mode and starting the 180, my STBXW knew me too well and figured out that I was on to her. She figured I had seen some kind of evidence and figured it was likely the recently installed doorbell cam she erased. I was in the process of installing in-home cams and VARs, but she actually ended up confessing and admitting to an ongoing and long-lasting about 1 year, pretty much the whole time I was away helping my elderly parent most of the week affair, and that I deserved better. She says she's going to be fair in our divorce and will sell our house and split the proceeds. She is likely even to end up paying me alimony for some period of time or a lump sum. We'll split most of the debt, but the house sale will likely just clear that and leave a little to start over. It's so disappointing, so anticlimactic, so unfair. I'll admit I had let the anger build within me and wanted to exact revenge somehow. But there really is not many to expose her to who would care. There's no one on the AP side to expose to. He's single, well divorced, and to be honest was more informed about the state of my marriage than I was clearly. It's not even a close relationship they had. It's not even likely this was her first time. But I just let it go without pain shopping for more hurt. It comes at a very pivotal time for me as I am dealing with resolving my elder care issues and just don't have the energy or desire to fight for anything. She offered to try and fix things, but we both know there is too much pain and wrong with us already, and she has known how broken I still am over being cheated on before we got together over 25 years ago. Some scars never really heal. I'd recently started to realize that maybe my whole relationship was a rebound. But I'm a dedicated person, and once I commit, I'm all in. I just did that too soon, I guess. Now, well, I don't even think people and relationships are worth it. I can't see trusting anyone ever again. So there it is, no confrontation, no revenge, no exposure, no reason anymore. Just two terrible, dispassionate lives torn apart, and now I have to find a way to rebuild myself without my pride and ego. Just another failure in a long list of them in my life. Life as I knew it is now over, and I just am moving on autopilot to handle things. I don't want to go home but have to pack and get the house ready to put on the market. Then I have to find an apartment, etc. I don't even know where I want to live. It's all just so crappy. I wasted more than half my life on someone. It's all just a void ahead of me, and the only reason I get out of bed is to care for my parent. I guess not having kids is the only blessing, since once divorce is done I won't have to be in contact with her. But that will take time. Every time I hear her voice it just opens up the pain again. My pain shopping is looking back at all our pictures and the otherwise good times we'd had. I just don't understand why I am so stuck in the past and mourning something I thought I was ready to leave anyway. I lay awake analyzing everything I did wrong. How I wasn't ever good enough for anyone. Why I deserve to be treated like shit. How shit my life is, and why I am always the one on the losing end. Now I'm old, broken, and undeserving of this crap life. No hopes and no dreams, just alone in my own thoughts. More thoughts from later last night. She hasn't even called or texted me since I left. I did say not to, and meant it. She knew I did, I guess. But not one more sorry. Not one "are you okay?" Is she just sitting home watching a show like it's just any other Tuesday? Or maybe not. Fuck all, why do I even care? Sorry, insomnia and heartache are a terrible combo. Why do I even feel like this when I wanted to leave? Did she know I probably wouldn't have? Did she think I would just cave and come back? For what? Love? History? Certainly not for the sex. Is she just that over me? I guess her actions say so. Mine need to say who I am too. Who the fuck is that anymore? He's not who I thought he was just last Friday. Well, I guess at least all of the last year. That guy was a blind idiot. He was a chump. He may still be. He's definitely been a sucker way longer. He believed in something that wasn't real. Like living in a Marvel movie, without the cool shit happening. And in the end not even really given a choice. That guy was just fired from the only job he ever really wanted. Replaced while was still at his desk. He got to watch his replacement come in the door, and then before even getting to quit in spectacular fashion, just handed his things on the way out. Fuck that guy too, he sucked. Sorry for the novel, but my life is a shitshow now. Wife cheated with her ex. Over a year ago, 33 male discovered that my wife of almost 3 years, now 28 female, was taking her birth control pills while we were trying to conceive. The problem was she was pretending that she was trying to get pregnant, and she took 1 or 2 pregnancy tests along the way to make me see she wasn't getting pregnant. I was heartbroken when I found out she was lying to me. We had an argument, and I decided to stay at a hotel for a few days thinking things through. I loved her, still do, so I decided to give her another chance. She told me because of her work that is very demanding, she started her own company, she didn't feel like she was ready to have a child. And along the way she changed her mind. She didn't want to tell me because she didn't want to hurt me. At this point, I decided to move in, and a few days later I heard her on the phone talking to her ex about having an affair. She told him not to talk about what happened between them and that it was a mistake. The only reason they see each other is for business purposes. She started her own business, and he knows people that can help her. He was always hitting on her, and I made sure on various occasions to let her know that I didn't approve of them working together. I was heartbroken. I couldn't wrap my mind around the fact that while I was trying so hard to forgive her for lying to me, she was fucking her ex. I confronted her. It was a lot of crying, and she tried to assure me it was a one-time thing. And when I left, she panicked and she thought I was leaving her. She also told me they only had oral sex and there was no penetration or anything else. I still don't believe this. This time I actually left her for good and served her with divorce papers a few weeks later. But she found out that she was pregnant. I wanted her to take a patterning test. Even though she was telling me it was mine, I couldn't trust a word that came out of her mouth. She took the test when she was around 8 weeks pregnant and confirmed it was mine. My lawyer advised me to stop the divorce process and to wait after she gave birth to divorce her. When she gave birth, I moved in again just to help her take care of the baby. She eventually convinced me to go to couples therapy, and I wanted to give her another chance. This time I told her that I needed honesty, and that she had to stop any form of contact with her ex. Our son is now 7 months old. She didn't put any passcode on her phone, and she shared her location with me all the time. I can see she was trying to gain my trust back. The problem is I can't fully trust her. I always have to second guess everything she's saying, check her phone, her location, and I get jealous when she's around other men. Just last week she went out of town for work, and when her old college girlfriend threw a party, her ex was there, but I only found out through one of her friend's Instagram stories. I confronted her about it. We had a heated argument. She told me she didn't want to tell me he was there because she knew I was going to get jealous. I just can't stop thinking that maybe something happened between them again and she's lying. I feel like she's taking advantage of how much I love her to hurt me again and again. Please give me some advice about how I can fully trust her again.